Hello, everybody. This is Toylawyer with episode 3 of the Book of Leo. Today, we're going to go over the crew of Ember. We're going to go on an in-depth guide learning how to use your phantoms and your puppets as effectively as possible, going over the when, how, and why for both of them. Let's get started. Up first on the Ember crew, it is the Phantom. Phantom is a very strong defender for Ember, allowing Ember to perform a bunch of double hits, cut off tight kites, and defend the rocket chair with ease. The Phantom can quickly charge into battle while you sit on the sidelines planning out your next attack, or stall the final seconds after an aggressive play. Here is how to use him effectively. Did you know that Phantom can be used to block stuns? That's right, Phantom counts as an obstacle just like a wall. If you hide behind your Phantom, he can become a powerful shield, allowing you to have much more breathing room. Target-focused survivors, such as Coordinator, Forward, and Batter, are heavily countered by this, due to them needing a direct shot. But be careful, gimmick survivors such as Enchantress with her auto-target, Weeping Clown with his AoE, Prospector with his pesky magnets, and Antiquarian Sweep hitting all entities will sadly bypass this effect. In order to counter them, you need to push them away from their recommended range. So, you might be wondering, how do I get the Phantom to attack a survivor when they touch the rocket chair? And well, you need to learn Phantom startup timers. And yes, I do mean Phantom startup timers, as in plural, because did you know that Phantom has 2 separate startup timers depending on if the following condition is met. If you are near an active rocket chair, the Phantom will get ready in 4.5 seconds. If you are not, he will activate in 2.5. Let's focus on the 4.5 startup because that is what you need to learn most. So, for the 4.5 second startup, it may seem a lot, but if you count it in your head, or if you're just starting out, looking at the little circle at his feet, you can get an internal clock. If you get this internal clock very quickly, this will boost your Ember gameplay. This will allow you to stall or be more aggressive so that the Phantom can activate depending on how far you hit the survivor from the rocket chair. For example, if you attack them from further away, you might hit them at the 2-second mark so that they'll run at 3, grab at 4, Phantom downs at 5. If they're closer, you might hit them at 4. So that you hit them at 4, they go quickly to the rocket chair to grab 4.5, they hit them at 5. Knowing how to manipulate your Phantom timer and how to be in sync with it will allow you to down a lot of survivors. Take it from me. Learn the Phantom startup timer and learn how to synergize with it, because Phantom will stall out the remaining seconds if you always time it correctly. Up next on the crew, it is the puppets, the stealthier ones. With their aura reading ability or teleportation, this allows Leo to gain his map pressure and unstoppable camping ability. You can have them watch key points on the map or have them roam cipher machines. They will be the backbone of your game plan. Here is how to get maximum value from both of them. Now, most of you know about the basic puppet throw, where you quickly throw it and then teleport so that you can gain a massive amount of movement in a short amount of time. But I'm here to tell you about a sneaky new evolution to the puppet throw, a soul read. Did you know that you can enrage a puppet before it even enters the field? Yes, you can, and if you combine it with a puppet throw, you gain the evolution Soul Read. This allows you to throw your puppet and have it instantly spawn and be ready to attack the moment it lands, KOing all the most confused survivors without them even knowing. Imagine that! Leo from attacking from across the map? Now you can with a Soul Read. Mastering your Soul Reads can allow you to boost up your Hell Ember gameplay, allowing you to bypass pallets and quick bursts of movement as you down them before they even leave your field of vision. A pro tip for a Soul Read, I highly suggest throwing the puppet slightly in front of where they're running to account for that travel time. A tactic that you can perform in your Hell Ember matches is Heartbeat Cloaking. Due to the nature of Identity V's heartbeat system being a toggle, combined with Hell Ember's ability to summon entities with their own terror radius, this has given him the ability to hide his puppets, his phantom, or himself within a heartbeat. This allows him to reposition himself without the survivors knowing, going for quick sneak attacks, force distractions, or disorient single survivors with multiple terror radius. Another thing that you should know is that you can enrage your puppets regardless of your state. This allows Leo to perform devastating combos regardless of what the survivors do to him. This also allows puppets to be great defenders, as you can quickly enrage to take a survivor out of the rescuing state, or allows them to stall for added time, even after the cipher machine pops. Another credible tactic that you can perform with your phantom or your puppets, it is the fuzzy pallet break. Did you know that when a hunter is in the action of breaking a pallet, it classifies as inactive? With this, Leo can walk behind his phantom or throw his puppet directly in front of him so that he can walk right through the pallet as it is being broken, leading to some incredible sneak attacks and some early downs. Another incredible tactic that you can use with your puppets, it is puppet tracking. Because did you know that whenever you swap to a puppet, it will point in the direction of the closest survivor? Well, this is called puppet tracking, and it can be used to help pinpoint the location of all the survivors. But please note that it will only point in the direction of where they are currently standing and not where they are running. So you still need to assume what location they are running to. But this can really help during the final moments of the game where there are only 2 or less survivors, as you can quickly track down to turn your tie into a win. And finally, we have red puppet tricks, an iconic part to Pro Hell Ember's kit. If you have at least heard or seen mid to higher tier Hell Embers, you have at least seen someone talk or do a red puppet trick. If you can successfully pull off red puppet tricks, it will add the speed, the damage, and the availability all in one technique. Let me explain. I've already can cover the first two because Hell Ember gets the ability of, basic swapping. But he also gains the additional damage whenever he swaps to it. And then you might be wondering, what added options does Hell Ember get if he perfects the red puppet trick? Well, if he perfects the red puppet trick, not only can he drag his hitbox while he swaps to his puppet, but if he has amazing timing on when he starts the red puppet trick, he can be able to perform a drop trick anywhere on the map. Unlike other hunters like Geisha, who have an ability where they fly straight up into the air, clear as day where they're gonna land, Hell Ember can throw his puppet and that puppet's location is now the drop hit location. Imagine that. A hunter who has the ability to have a teleporting drop trick. If you learn red puppet tricks, you now have that in your back pocket, and it will scare people. But one warning, people are starting to learn very slowly about the red puppet trick. If you do in fact show that you can perform red puppet tricks, make sure to expect them to immediately start taking extra precautions, because you have already proven to them that you are not messing around, as pro Leos know how to do that, and they are devastating. So be sure you know that once you pull that card out, the survivors are gonna start playing around that red puppet a lot more than they do the yellow puppet. And I would like to say right now, that concludes episode 3 of the Book of Leo. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you can like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope to see you guys in the next episode. This is Toylawyer signing out with a goodbye, my puppeteers.